Oh my gosh, don't mind me. The Red Wings just made a draft pick at 44th overall, but that's not what we're talking about today. I just got done recording a Senators fleecing the Kings trade video, and now we're talking about another deal. Oh, let's publish this. There you go. Publish onto YouTube. There you go. Thank you very much. And then we'll go over onto Twitter here and then post this onto the Twitters. Thank you very much. But we have ourselves another trade. This is a blockbuster here. Anaheim. They are finally trading John Gibson. He has been sent to the Detroit Red Wings! Oh my gosh! Who would have expected this? Now the Vancouver Canucks just made a pick, but let's dive into this right here. Peter Mrazek and 2 draft picks are going over to Anaheim in exchange for John Gibson. That's it? That's the price? That's all it took to pry John Gibson out of Anaheim? Peter Mrazek and 2 draft picks. Peter Mrazek, by the way, how do you do? Welcome back to Detroit. Just kidding. Whoop-de-doo, you're gone again. Acquired from Chicago in the Joe Veleno trade. The Red Wings got some usage out of Peter Mrazek. Like, he wasn't the worst goalie in the world. I don't want to say that he was particularly great this most recent stint here, especially in Chicago. He had an .890 save percentage in 33 games played. Don't get me wrong. There were some nights where Peter Mrazek would absolutely steal the show and would provide some value. Fantasy-wise, saves-wise, the Blackhawks left this guy out to cook most nights. But in Detroit, Peter Mrazek had a .902 save percentage, 5 games played, and a .249 goals against. He was okay. I mean, he had a shutout in there, so nice to see Peter Mrazek have a nice send-off with the Detroit Red Wings after being a part of this organization 7 years ago. But Peter Mrazek, how do you do? $4.25 million till the end of 25-26. That's out the books here. And John Gibson has now found himself in Detroit. $6.4 million a year till the end of 26-27. A legit number 1 starter. It was hard to do that in Anaheim with Lucas Dostal in the mix, but John Gibson had himself a .912 save percentage this most recent year in 29 games played. Now, don't get me wrong. This guy dealt with a ton of injuries, and I know that because I had him in fantasy. I would always have to put him on my LTIR. He was always there. It wasn't really the most consistent season for John Gibson health-wise, but save percentage-wise, this was the best save percentage year that he has had in 6 seasons. John Gibson has had some really meh territorial years here, just kind of bubbling around average pretty much, but he really started to put things together lately. He had so many high save percentage games. Let's ignore the .750 that he had against against Chicago. But John Gibson is a legit number 1 starter. Having a tandem of Gibson and Talbot in Detroit is not bad. In fact, I actually like it a lot. I think it's a huge upgrade over what the Wings have seen in the crease as of late. I mean, Cam Talbot had a .901 save percentage last year. That's not bad. It's what, $8-something million in total for goaltending in Detroit between Talbot and John Gibson? I kind of wonder what the plan is for Gibson longer term. He is 31 years old after all. I do think, though, that Gibson is a good enough goalie to be a starter whilst waiting for Sebastian Cossa and Trey Augustine to become inevitably a backup, a 1B, and inevitable starter down the line. I actually think this is a fine plan. It helps the Wings be competitive now. John Gibson heading over for Peter Mrazek and 2 draft picks. Friedman said on the broadcast that he doesn't think those picks are going to be in this year's draft. So with that in mind, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about this trade? What are your thoughts on the Edmonton Oilers not getting involved on this action? I'm sure the Oilers would have paid that price. They're really running it back with Skinner. Who really knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Anaheim trading Gibson to Detroit. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.